People would say, oh, you can't wear sneakers for a corporate look. That's not true. You can't wear sneakers to a wedding. That's not true. On my wedding, I wore sneakers. Hiya, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zukara Kabila, and today we're going to be talking about how to style different shoes for different occasions. Let's get to it. So the first one I'm going to start with is Kitten Heels. A lot of people don't like Kitten Heels. I don't know why. They're so nice and elegant. My friend once told me that Kitten Heels look like old people's shoes. That's not true. It depends on the style you get. But basically, if you have a Kitten Heel already in your wardrobe, and I'm sure you're wondering, okay, how do I style this now to make sure it stands out and, it doesn't look funny? These are some of the outfit or styles that goes perfectly with Kitten Heels. So when it comes to Kitten Heels, because of the way it's structured, it cannot be the center of attention. One thing that works so well for it are long pant trousers, preferably straight cut, not the skinny ones, straight cut pant trousers that will go all the way to the bottom of the shoe. Kitten Heels on long pant trousers or long fitted pant trousers are just a win-win, especially for ladies who you want that heels look, but you don't do well with high heels because your leg starts hurting and you don't want to wear sneakers and you don't want to wear flats. So it's kind of that sweet in-between spot for you. Another thing that looks amazing, chef kiss on Kitten Heels are A-line dresses. A-line dresses go perfectly with Kitten Heel because it kind of gives you that Princess Cinderella look, but without the big bold dresses. And it can even be better if those A-line dresses are like the structured piece or those type that the fabric are a little bit on the thicker side, so it creates a bigger structure or volume around, after your waistline. But even if it's a flat end A-line dress, it still goes well because it just gives this princess-like feel. The heels are not too high, so you're still comfortable, but the proportion balance kind of works well, especially if it's like a knee point or midi A-line dress. If it's a long A-line dress to the floor, not so much because you can't really see the Kitten Heel. It can work, but it's preferably when it's like a knee point or a mini A-line dress that goes perfectly. I'm just going to put some pictures here to show you how it looks like when you pair a Kitten Heel with like an A-line dress and how beautifully well they complement each other. The last one for me for Kitten Heel would be jeans, and not just any kind of jeans, not skinny jeans, but the straight cut jeans or the wide leg jeans. This goes well with Kitten Heel because, again, like the pant trousers, it just gives that I don't have energy for this, easy, casual, but very put together, very subtle, chic look that we're looking for. For Kitten Heels, I would say avoid anything tight. Not that it can't work, but it doesn't really complement it as much. So when you have something on the fitted end, it now gives that illusion of kind of out of style because it doesn't complement the outfit you have on. So next one I'm going to talk about are cut heels, my favorite. For cut heels, I would say go for the length of heels that works for you. If you can manage 6 inches, perfect. I don't wear 6 inches anymore. I used to when I was modeling, but I don't wear that anymore right now. I just go for 3 inches. If I'm being courageous, I will go for maybe 3.5 or 4 inches, and that's it for me. But it depends on your preference. You can go for 2.5 inches, 3 inches, whichever one works for you. One thing I really love about the cut heel is the pointed design in front. It almost looks like the heel is in your face, like, what you gonna do about that? And it gives this classy, mature look. It is so nice. I don't know if it's just for me, but it complements your legs so well because there's just this effortless flow from your toe all the way upwards to your head. Okay, this is me being extra right now. For cut heels, one of the perfect combination to go with are midi dresses or midpoint dresses. Because of how well cut heels elevate your leg, it elongates your leg in such a sexy way. So wearing outfits that show some sort of skin on your leg, like midpoint dress, midi dress, can totally go with cut shoes. Another thing I'll say is cut heels kind of gives this corporate vibe So it's the perfect fit for almost anything corporate. If you're trying to put together a workwear look or a boss look, having a nice pair of court shoes in your wardrobe would definitely work. Again, I always tell you guys, go for colors that can work with what you have in your wardrobe. That doesn't mean you can pick loud colors, but the louder the color, the more selective it is to style. So the more neutral the color is, the chances are it will go with almost everything you have, and you can wear it for different occasions. Another thing that goes perfectly well with cut shoes are pant trousers. For me, I would say cut shoes almost goes with anything, but if you want that well put together look and something that absolutely complements it, it will be a pant trouser look. The next one on my list is chunky loafers. Initially, when the trend of chunky loafers started, I wasn't a fan of it. It just looked funny. For me, it made people's feet look like cartoon feet. It was just big, but I have gotten around to like it. I own about maybe one or two myself. Don't tell anybody. So for chunky loafers, if styled properly, can make you look very chic. So the thing with chunky loafers is a perfect casual look fit if you're going for a more chilled vibe, especially if you fall under the bracket of the Gen Z people. It's a huge thing for Gen Z people, but even us millennials, we can rock it and still look quite chic. But I would say it's not really a corporate kind of shoe. If you're trying to create a corporate wardrobe for yourself, chunky heels might not be ideal. So for chunky loafers, one thing that always looks really good are wide leg jeans or wide leg pant trousers, or the barrel jeans that you guys have been raving about so much. The reason why is people would say, oh, don't pair a chunky trouser or wide leg trouser with a chunky loafers because you will look just everywhere and it will just look too messy. That's not the case. They kind of complement each other because it's almost like, from your waist point downwards is a bit on the looser end, depending on what sort of wide leg trouser or chunky trouser you have on. And having a chunky loafers just complements that look. It kind of gives a one-tone formation all the way down, and it can come out looking really good. So if you're going for like a wide leg trouser or something chunky from your waist down, I would say pair it with a more fitted top, a fitted tee or a fitted jumper, but something that wouldn't be as loose as what you have from your waist down, just so it gives your body a complementary figure rather than making you look like you're in a box. One thing that goes so well with chunky loafers are oversized or loose dresses. For the chunky loafers, there's just something about complementing it with another chunky like attire or outfit that kind of marinates together and just brings the look all together. I would say avoid anything that is too skinny or too fitted when you're wearing a chunky loafers. So oversized dresses, oversized two-piece, loose dresses, A-line dresses, even with skirts, like really nice pleated skirts and with a nice tucked in shirt with your chunky loafers and a white socks or a black socks. Oh, looks so good. So the next on my list is sneakers. For sneakers, I feel like sneakers goes with everything, to be honest, depending on what look you're trying to go for. But it can almost fit into every category, because people would say, oh, you can't wear sneakers for a corporate look. That's not true. You can't wear sneakers to a wedding. That's not true. On my wedding, I wore sneakers. You can't wear sneakers to a dinner event. That's not true. Again, it depends on the structure of the sneakers, the style of the sneakers, and the color of the sneakers. If you have a nice pant trouser with a nice top or nice blazers with your accessories on, you can pair that with sneakers and it can work for your day-to-day work activity. On evening outfits, you can wear a really nice dress, either fitted or loose. Sometimes you can even wear the high-length sneakers, so the ones that are a little bit higher than the ankle length, like the normal regular sneakers that we wear. For sneakers, I would say it goes well with almost anything, or I would just say everything, to be honest. The next on my list are flats. So when it comes to flats shoes, I feel like they kind of give you a toned down look. If you're looking for that elevated corporate, very classy and very boss vibe. Flat shoes would definitely not give you that look, but on their own, they're still nice. I would say for flat shoes, pair it with things that are on the casual side. So if you just want to go with a nice pair of jeans and top, you can wear that with a flat. There are different designs of flats that are really nice. Or if you just want a simple dress, it could be a bodycon dress, it could be a wrap dress, it could be a drape dress, it could be any kind of dress, a balloon dress. Pairing that with a flat would go. But always remember that when you're going for flats, it just gives that low down casual look. Next on my list is heel sandals. So if you're the kind of girly who is trying to build your workwear collection or workwear wardrobe, I would say avoid heel sandals. Just because having your toes out doesn't really scream corporate, that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. But for heel sandals, I would say they are more on the elegant, but more relaxed kind of look, rather than very corporate, very put together, very serious look. For heel sandals, you can definitely pair them up with like cute fitted dresses, bodycon dresses, wrap dresses. Oh, wrap dresses looks really good. You can also wear that with pant trousers as well, but not for the corporate look. So maybe a pant trouser and like a crop top or a tube top or a very nice structured top for an evening event or for lunch. Heel sandals can go with almost anything, like I said, depending on the occasion. If you're one of those people who likes the barrel jumpsuit, having a heel sandals will just look so nice on it. If you're trying to go for a more regular jumpsuit, whatever the case may be, if you want that chilled, more relaxed but very classy look, then heel sandals are the go. Again, be sure to pick something that a color that works with what you have in your wardrobe and something that is not too crazy, and also something that kind of fits well into your kind of personality and your kind of activity. You don't want to be getting a 6-inch sandals when after 5 minutes your feet are already hurting. So yeah, pick something that works for you. Last one on my list are high boots or knee-length boots. For me, I feel like boots are weather selective. That doesn't mean you cannot style them for different weather. But if you're styling a high boot or high knee length boots during summer, chances are you're sweating in those boots. But yeah, anything for fashion, right? Preferably high boots are like the best thing to wear during winter and a little bit during spring if you're the kind of person who your legs get cold easily. So for high boots, one thing that goes really well with it are skinny jeans, because you don't want to wear a chunky trouser and then you're trying to fit that into your high boot. Chances are it wouldn't fit in well. You might not be able to zip it, and if you are, it might end up looking just chunky and messy and all over the place. So skinny jeans, leggings go really good as well. And if you want to pair your high boot for like a more corporate setting, depending on the structure of your boot, if your boot has some sort of pointed toe, then you can wear that in your pant trouser, but you don't have to tuck that in. So you can wear that in and then put your pant trouser over it, and it still creates that very classy, almost cut-like kind of shoe vibe while you're wearing a boot and keeping your legs warm. Another thing that goes really well with boots are also midi and mini dresses. And this can work for any mini or midi dress, even if it's a fitted dress, it's a loose dress, it's a straight cut dress, it's a box dress, whatever the pattern or design might be, you can easily style that with a high knee length boot and it will look nice. But for looks like this, of course, it's more on the relaxed tone. It's more of an evening look or a more casual afternoon look. So of course, you're not going to be dressing with a mini or mid-point dress and high boots and going to work. I don't know. If you do, let me know in the comment section. Another thing that goes really well with high boots are long outfits. So long dresses, long skirts. This can give you the perfect vibe look, especially during winter, but you can also use it during spring, again depending on how the weather is where you are. Depending on the structure of your high boot, you can pair it with a long maxi dress and just wear your boots underneath, and it still gives you that elevated classy look, same as a skirt. So you can pair like a 2-piece set with a long skirt and then just put your boot on, and it just complements your entire outfit. You can wear a jumpsuit depending on the color, the pattern, the structure, and the type of style or event you're going for. Let me know in the comment section which of these shoes are your favorite, or which do you have more in your wardrobe. And if you have any other suggestion that you feel like will help somebody, please drop it in the comment section. So I'm going to be starting my YouTube live video in a few weeks. I've added the description and the time in my community page on my YouTube channel. I'm also going to add all the details to this video so you can also join if you want to. So I've created a membership program on my YouTube channel. I think I mentioned this in my other videos. There are different levels for the membership. I'm also going to add a detail to the description. You can choose to pick whichever level you like. For the membership, we're going to be having a lot of live calls. We're going to be having a lot of styling sessions. You can also book a one-on-one with me where we can help you build your wardrobe. I would give weekly, monthly teas. I'm going to give a free ebook for you to style and understand your body type. We're going to be giving seasonal fashion tips that can help you elevate your wardrobe. We're going to be giving you all the fashion hacks and tricks and tips that can help you regardless of your body shape, your size, your preference, your lifestyle. All of that is going to be happening in our membership forum. We also have a community of fashion lovers. Whether you're just beginning your journey with fashion, you're trying to build a personal style, you're trying to understand how to navigate what you have in your wardrobe, you're trying to style better for your body, whatever the case may be, we've created a community that can cater to all of this. A community of strong, bold, beautiful, audacious women. If you want to be a part of that, I'm also going to add the link to see the different packages I have for the membership in the description box. If you want more information, you can always send me an email. I'm going to also add my email and my social media handles in the description box, so you can send me a message and I can put you through on how to join my membership program. So I hope this video was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like this video and hopefully you're subscribed if you're not. Okay, I'll leave it there. Okay. But yeah, hopefully you subscribe and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a lovely day, and again, you guys know I love you. Bye.